Are we live? Are we good to go? We're live in living colour, CM Punk style. Big night tonight.
Because Leeds really struggled to lay too many gloves on us from their own making. Really, it was.
We are live in living colour, baby. Leeds are 1-0 down, but we're here for the second half to make sure that is not the way this game ends. Listen, my train was delayed. I was out.
Little errors from ourselves that allowed them those opportunities that players had to sort of get us
after the penalty. But I was like, you know what? I could sack it off. I could leave the stream.
out of jail with, but the Rovers, I think, have been brilliant. And
with the boys, let's go on. I'm going to be watching the match anyway. You guys are going to be watching the match. So let's make sure we're here together and hopefully get some good luck going, because unfortunately Leeds
need and maximum effort once again. Melier
is really not the way you want things to start, because Leeds were top of the league and we were building some nice momentum going forward, and hopefully we don't ruin that today with this current abysmal result as things stand. What's going on, Harry? What's going on, Max? How art thou today? How are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing very, very well indeed.
Need and maximum effort once again. Melier. It was close to the penalty, but not close enough from Leeds' point of view. Tanaka, the man who gave the spot kick away.
Go on, lad. Down the left-hand side. Wilfred Gnonto on the spin. Lovely drop of the shoulder. Cuts inside. Still going Gnonto. Finds Aronson down the left-hand side. Leeds starting to pick the pace up a little bit here. This is what I like to see. Out to Firpo. Back to Stroik. Go on, Firpo. Through the legs. Beautiful stuff, son. Beautiful stuff. Still going, Firpo. Go on, my lad. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's a corner for Leeds United. Let's get this corner going. How are we playing? We're playing decently. I do have to self-admit I missed the first 25 minutes, so I can't say how we started. The end of the first half, 50-50, as you said. I still want to see more clinicality in the final third. We did step on the gas a little bit, but not good enough is the answer, mate. Not good enough right here, right now. The second half has been decent, though. Leeds have been picking the ball around nicely. We're starting to grow into the game. We're starting to grow in confidence. Jaden Bogle now has the ball on the halfway line, and he goes back to Elan Melier. Very, very under the cosh right now is Elan Melier, under a heavy fire of criticism. Hopefully, he's able to prove the critics wrong today, as Solomon did last week. It's Brendan Aronson now. He cuts inside. He gives it through to Gnonto. Gnonto still driving forward. Finds Firpo. Oh, the ball's just a little bit away from Firpo there. Good to see Firpo back in the Leeds United shirt as well, though. Very, very good. Go on, Willie G. I don't think Leeds did that well in the first half. No, from what I saw, they didn't do well at all. As I said, the first 20 minutes I missed. The rest of the first half I saw again, which wasn't the best viewing experience, if I have to be honest. It was not the best performance by Leeds at all. Here come Blackburn on the counter-attack. And that's a goal kick for Leeds United. Surely that's a goal kick, unless if the referee is on some sort of extracurricular activity, should we say. What are you watching it on? I'm watching it on my screen with the eyeballs, my man. That is what I'm watching it on. My screen with the eyeballs. Good defensive tracking by Roden there. Really good work. He got skinned initially, but he came back strong And he made sure that there was no way. Can't hear you over the game. What, is the game coming through on my sound? Can't hear you over the game. No. What, is the game coming through on my sound? Hello? Can't hear you over the game. No. What, is the game coming through on my sound? Hello? Can't hear you over the game. No. Whoa, hang on a second, I probably... No game audio. I got no sound on Leeds, so I have to watch it on Blackburn TV. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, my man. You gotta do what you gotta do. As Travis gets put in the book for Blackburn. Could really do with a goal before the 60th minute here for Leeds. Really, really important. Would be really, really important for Leeds to get a goal here. Because if we leave it too late, Blackburn have the risk of catching Leeds on the counter, making it 2-0, and that would be all she wrote. We've seen it all before, man. We've seen it all before. Please score, lads, mate. I feel your Matson FBL. Nick, thank you for the follow, my man. Evan Morris, we need to make some subs. You're telling me. You're telling me. We always leave it so late to make some subs, but I'm used to it by now to the point where I don't even bother asking for subs because I know it's not going to happen until the 70th minute. Go on, Firpo. Lovely chest control. Out to Nanto on the left-hand side. Go on, fucking drill it in, my son. Lovely cross back across goal. It was guiding into the far corner there. Close one. Even though we could do with you losing, I can't deal with these lot beating you. Who do you support, Matson? Who do you support, my man? Who do you support, my brother? And why do you have such a disdain for Blackburn? I went to the... oh, you went to the game against Luton on Wednesday. How was that? How was that experience? How was that experience for you? Oh, you're a Burnley fan. Oh, okay. Wait, so educate me, please. Why do Burnley... I mean, I lived in Manchester, so I gather they're both in the greater Manchester region. Are they relatively close, I presume? But what's the actual history between Burnley and Blackburn not liking each other? I'm a little bit uneducated on that. Byram's goal was right in front of you, mate. The scissor kick of dreams, my man. Paolo de Byramio. Samuel de Byramacano. Come on, the boys, man. Come on, the boys. Wait, so you must have been sat in the South Stand, right? South Stand is fucking electric. Let me tell you something. Best stand I've stood in. I've stood in the North Stand. I've been near the Cheese Wedge in the West Stand. And I've been in the South Stand. The South Stand by far is my favourite, I have to say. I've never been in the East Stand. I've never been in that stand, but that is between the North and the South Stand really is in the best stands for atmosphere and that kind of thing. But when I went to Derby versus Leeds in the South Stand next to the Derby fans, that is the best atmosphere I've ever seen at a Leeds game. Well, that stand was the best atmosphere. Obviously, there's been better games with better atmosphere, but that stand was the best. Who's your favourite Leeds player? Rafinha, my man. Rafinha Bellotti. By far. Not even a conversation for me, mate. Not even a conversation. No contest. There's no one that even comes close to Rafinha, really. In my lifetime, guaranteed. I love Pablo, I love all these other guys, but Rafinha was just a cut above. Morning, JT. I'm currently stuck in bed with a terrible hangover, but I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're doing all right, Postman Cap. Make sure you get some electrolytes in your city as Leeds take the free kick. Strike heads it. It's saved. Nonto on the rebound. It's blocked. I hope you get some electrolytes in your system, my man. Get some salt water. Make sure you have a little bit of sugar as well, just to re-energize and rejuvenate your body, because that is very, very important for you right now. Roden gives the ball out to the right-hand side. Jaden Bogle picks it up. Lovely through ball to absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody. It's cleaned up well by the keeper. Your favourite Martin is here. Damn right. I got a lot of love for the other Martin you brought in the other day as well, Jack Martin. But My guy, the OG Jack Martin, the like blower-upper. How are you doing today, my man? My favourite Arsenal player is between Cesc Fabregas and Mesut Ozil. I'd have to lean towards Cesc in that one. But a little bit more pedigree in my opinion. What a fucking player Cesc Fabregas was in his prime. Under Wenger. Woo, man. That guy was electric. Really good spell at Barcelona as well. And of course came back to Chelsea, won the Premier League there. I'd have to edge Cesc. I got a lot of time for Cesc Fabregas. I really do. Fucking absolute metronome of the game. Nonto is so overrated. He hasn't been in the best form, has he, the Fart Lord? The Fart Lord. He hasn't been in the best form, I have to say. And he does seem to be one of those players that rises to the occasions, and he seems to improve his game based on who he's playing around and based on who he's playing against. I mean, that's the evidence we have to go of, at least with him in the Premier League, of course. And there are certain players that play better when they're against better competition. I think Patrick Bamford is another one of those. You saw it in the Premier League in his first year there. And some players that kind of need to be a bigger fish in a smaller pond to really get the best out of their game, which we saw with Jorginho Rutter. So it all depends on their time in their career. Of course, Nonto is still very young. He's going to be learning a lot of mistakes he's going to make, a lot of inexperience. But I do think he has bundles of quality. It's a shame that he's not quite drawing out the performances that we know he's capable of, because we know he's capable of so much more. And I think that's where the frustration comes from with Wilfried Gnonto, is not that he's playing poor, it's that we all know how much talent he has and how much better he could be playing. Bang. Who's your favourite Leeds player right now, currently playing in the squad? I mean, I'll ask you guys that. Who's your favourite Leeds player currently playing in the squad? For me, it's got to be Ramazani, man. Fucking bull. Ooh, actually, he's new, so I'll keep it with Firpo. It's between Firpo and Ramazani, I'll put it that way. Because Ramazani is different gravy out there, man. He's different gravy, I'm telling you. That guy will go right to the top. Right to the very, very top. Bring on Larry, Manor, and Matteo. Mine's Larry. Yeah, I can't blame you, mate. The guy is fucking saucy, man. What? You don't rate Bogle T? Come on, walk with me, talk with me here. You've got to give me some information here. What don't you like about Bogle? I think he's been fucking cracking this past month. I think Bogle has been really flying under the radar with some of the performances he's been putting in. Really, really good. I've been really impressed with Jayden Bogle, I have to say. So that's actually a little bit surprising that you'd say you don't rate Bogle. Do we look like we'll get a goal or two? The way we're playing in the second half, yes. But if we don't start to actually put that into action very soon, then you're going to have to question things. Because look at this. Leeds have a corner. Blackburn on a dangerous counter-attack. Firpo just gets in there. He gets fouled. Good defensive tracking by Firpo there. You've got to give a yellow card there, ref. That was a naughty foul on Firpo. Straight under the knee. Come on, referee. DJ is your favourite player. I can see that, man. Really down to earth, salt of the earth kind of bloke. Really, really good guy, and has been improving leaps and bounds this year. Really, really improving leaps and bounds. Really improving leaps and bounds. Especially Dan James's end product. There is a little break in play here. There's a yellow card being issued. Referee finally doing his job correctly, am I right? But yeah. Really, really improved his end product, has Dan James. You know, I used to always say the guy couldn't cross a zebra crossing, or he couldn't cross a checkbox in a ballot box, whatever you want to do. But, whatever you want to say, sorry. But since he's come back to Leeds, he's really, really worked on his delivery. And he's actually one of the best crossers in the team, to be honest with you. In terms of actually picking a man out and having the composure to pick a good cross, he is, come on, leaps and bounds in that sense. If you compare that to the Dan James we had when we first signed him before he went out on loan and came back to Leeds. And again, maybe it's because he's playing in the Championship now and he was playing in the Prem before. And as I said, there's certain players that rise to the occasion more and certain players that like a little bit more time and space that you'd get in the Championship because, yes, it's a very physical league, but it's slightly less gung-ho than the Premier League, and especially the quality isn't quite there. So you are going to have a little bit more time on the ball to pick your balls. Maybe that's something that's helping him. Maybe it's going out on loan to Fulham. Maybe it's coming back and working under Daniel Farke. Who knows? But all I do know is Dan James has really, really excelled. Really excelled. Because we were talking last year like he was going to find it hard to get in the squad. And he actually made it so Nonto found it so hard to get into the squad. Let's not forget, last year, Nonto was dropped heavily for Dan James. And I think ever since losing Somerville and Rutter, Daniel Farke has kind of put his stock in Wilfred Nonto and said, listen, you are my guy. You're going to be starting 90% of my matches. Whether that's deserved or not deserved, we can have another conversation about that. But listen, man. Dan James has been on fire, man. Fulham mentioned. Hey, what can I say? FFC Liam. Got a couple of former Fulham loanees out in this side as well. Manor Solomon being one of them. Broke my heart against you guys when he ripped those 2 thunderbolts into the corner against us. Got a good, not a good friend. I got an old acquaintance, an old mate, I guess you could call him. Went to my old school. He's a big Fulham fan. I haven't spoken to him in a while though. But yeah, I got very well acquainted with Fulham, shall we say, when we were both in the Championship trying to get promoted. Decent club as well. Never been to Craven Cottage, but I've been around Fulham, obviously, because I went to the Chelsea game, which is actually in Fulham Broadway. Ironically, Chelsea playing Fulham, and Fulham played just slightly out of that. Go on, Rothwell. Back to Aronson. Back to Bogle. Leeds picking the ball around nicely here. Aronson with a looping long cross. He tries to find Pirro at the back post, but unable to do so. How do you think Lampard will do at Coventry? Not the best, I have to admit. He'll probably fucking squeak a result out against Leeds, if I'm being honest. He probably will. I can see that. That is typical Leeds, that Frank Lampard will come over here and do a number on us. But I don't think he will be an amazing manager for them. I don't think he's quite got that pedigree. I'm not 100% sure as to why Leeds Leeds lost to Derby when he was there, but why clubs keep hiring him. I don't know what he's specifically done to get these jobs. But fair play to him. I don't hate on any man. I don't knock him. I'm not one of those people that's salty and like, fuck Frank Lampard. I just don't think he'll necessarily do an amazing job at Coventry, but I'll be happy to be proved wrong. Go on, Firpo. Because it will be a good redemption arc for him. He's gone from the darling of the media to one of the most heavily criticised managers of all time, and that kind of is par for the course when you sign to be the manager of a club like Chelsea and things don't go well. You're going to be under a heavy fire of criticism, but, you know, I hope for his sake he can turn it around. Was the pen deserved? Never in a million years, mate. Never in a million years. Wouldn't sell pens like that in Smiths, mate. So, you know what I'm saying. FFC Liam, thank you for the follow, my man. Been to Leeds, great ground. Let me correct you there. Amazing ground, outstanding ground, astonishing ground, best in the business, best atmosphere in the planet called Earth, okay? You find more atmosphere in Ellen Road than you do walking on the moon with Elon Musk. That's all I'm saying, my man. I think it's because he's a bigger name. Oh, yeah, of course, that's the only reason. He's a big name, former pro. And from what I've heard, he's a very good, convincing salesman in terms of selling himself. And in terms of, you know, when he goes into these meetings on the boardrooms, there's been a lot of people that said, listen, man, this guy is a really great talker. He's really great at inspiring people around him, supposedly. These are great qualities to have, so that's probably part of it. And he's also a very determined, hard-working lad. I mean, I guess that's what you saw. Because natural ability-wise as a footballer, yes, he had some, but you compare that to Steven Gerrard and Scholes and some of the other lot, he probably wasn't quite naturally as gifted as the other ones, but he was just such a hard worker that he really got every last bit he could out of his career. So that sometimes can transfer into management in a good way, but sometimes not necessarily. Go on, Bogle. Big cross into the box. It is dealt with and headed away. Finds its way to Stroik. Little back flick here. Plays it out to the left-hand side. Go on, Aronson. He's on his right foot, so he's not going to swing it in with his left. He's probably going to cut in and cross it. He has cut in. He's got an opportunity for a shot here. Thinks better of it and then passes it straight to a blue and white shirt who instantaneously hoofed the ball up to the halfway line where Leeds collect. There are 2 subs stripped and readied on the bench. It looks to me to be Ramadzani and Joseph. You'd think for Perot and Nonto, although there's a chance he'll probably take DJ off and put Nonto on the right. We'll have to wait and see. Go on, Stroik. Lovely interception there. Still going Stroik down the left-hand side, and he's earned Leeds a throw-in. My mate's a Forest fan, so when he says they have a better atmosphere than us, I laugh in his face. And I've been to Forest. It's a decent atmosphere. I went there when Leeds were, the year we got promoted. And we played Forest in that game where we lost, and Luke Ayling gave that amazing speech. Oh, yes, it's not Joseph. It's Patrick Bamford. Now we're cooking. Oh, my days. Finally, we get to see Patrick Bamford, Solomon on for Aronson, and Ramadzani on for, is that DJ? Oh, who's coming off for Ramadzani? Nonto off for Solomon. DJ off for Ramadzani, you presume? Now, this is where we're cooking. Oh, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Farke is back. He is back. I've never doubted the guy. I have never doubted Daniel Farke, mate. Absolute tactical, revolutionary genius. Absolute genius. Ipswich to beat Forest. Thoughts? Listen, man, Forest have been high-flying to this year, but Ipswich have looked decent in a couple of the big games they had. Notably Spurs, City. Listen, man, I wouldn't count Ipswich out. Wouldn't count Ipswich out at all. No, it's Aronson who came off for Ramadzani. So is Ramadzani in the 10 now? I think he's put Ramadzani in the 10, James out right, and Solomon on the left. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Because the way Aronson was playing in the centre, in the 10, he was drifting out wide a lot. So if Ramadzani finds himself in those positions, it's a lot better. There you go. Instantly, Bamford gets the ball, first touch, earns Leeds United a throw-in, allows everyone to push forward, allows Leeds to push men forward into the opposition half. Wilfred Nonto looks very, very annoyed. He's not shaking anyone's hand. He's going straight to the bench. He looks livid. I don't know what's going on with Nonto there. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe he did shake hands off camera with some people and he was just a little bit tired, wanted to sit down. You never know. Guy has been worked a lot recently. Go on, Solomon. Close him down. Bamford. Listen, you gave away a throw-in, but that's good pressing by Bamford there, and that's what we've missed without Bamford in the side. Patrick Bamford, he could score with his left. He could score it with his right. He could score the goal from distance. Oh, I feel like there was a chant there, but it's kind of missing a few symbols. I was thinking of the Pontus Jansson's magic chant. But he can score with his left. He can score with his right. He can score from distance. And yes, he is probably the best forward in world football. Forget Poacher, the best forward. Go on. Solomon. Give it out to the left-hand side. Firpo sees Bamford making a run. Good run into the middle. And look at that. That's what we've been missing. We've been missing a striker who can pull defenders out of the way, can make that late run into the box. Now we're cooking, man. Why does he wait until the 70th minute to give Bamford a crack? Look how much more exciting we look now with Bamford on the pitch. Yes, he hasn't scored. Yes, he hasn't had too many touches of the ball. But the off-the-ball work is working phenomenally. I don't know what this guy has to do for people to see his quality, man. Go on, Trin. Lovely cross into the box. It's out to Solomon. Solomon over to Ramadzani. Oh, lovely work by Ramadzani there, not to lose the ball. Finds Tanaka, who goes for the cross. It's deflected instantaneously. Can Tanaka re-get it? Oh, no, Blackburn managed to clear their lines. Only as far as Jaden Bogle heads it straight back into danger. And Ramadzani with a late foul there, but it does look like they are going to play on with an advantage. He'll probably get in the book for that. Good run down the right-hand side, and they've given it away for a Leeds throw-in. We need to pick this up quicker, though. We don't have enough time, unfortunately. Time is of the essence. Get up, man. Look at this. Time wasting on the floor. Blackburn skipper rolling around like he's been polaxed. And now, like he's been clattered with a big John Jones elbow. Go on, Travis, mate. Get up, will you? Farke livid. But listen, mate, you should have made some subs earlier. That's all I'm going to say, mate. The return of the King Bamford. Come on, Leeds indeed. Cold Palmer. You know them chippy chips. Could do with a chippy chip into the top corner from Leeds today, couldn't we? Right. How are you doing, my man? Coming for the morning after. Do 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 do. Ramazani. Lovely run forward. Finds Rothwell, who finds Manor Solomon. Little 1-2 of Firpo there. Beautiful ball to Roden. Plays out to the right-hand side. DJ. Oh, lovely 1-2 there. DJ gets the ball back on the right-hand side. He drills it across. Oh, that was naughty by Stroik. But Firpo intercepts. Lovely. This is it. This is the counter-attack of dreams. Firpo down the left-hand side. Gives it out to Manor Solomon. Drive at your man. He showed him too much of the ball there. He showed him too much of the ball. He's tried to go in diagonally there. Cut through the man. And then basically drink it back out to the left. But he's unfortunately showed too much of the ball to his man. Ramazani with a looping cross, but it finds nobody. And this is not good because now Blackburn are able to soak up more time. Brad, what's going on, my man? I'm making my first Ellen road trip to Leeds for Leeds, Middlesbrough on a Wednesday night for my dad's 60th. Oh, yes, son. Damn, away day for your dad's 60th. That is fucking quality, mate. I hope you have a great time. Happy birthday to your dad. 60 is a big, big age, big accomplishment. Happy birthday to him. I hope you two both have an amazing time celebrating. Hopefully Leeds do the job for you and don't ruin the birthday. But I'm sure you can't because you cannot beat an away day with your pops. You cannot beat that, man. I'm very happy for you, man. That's sick. Dan James's goal against Luton was awesome. It was. DJ is phenomenal, mate. The dink of dreams. Better chips than Cole Palmer. Who do you think is going to win the league this year? If you mean the Championship, Leeds United. If you mean the Premier League, I'm going to have to go for the Gooners. Leeds bottle jobs. We have bottled a lot in my lifetime. I cannot lie to you. We have bottled a lot in my lifetime. Crosses into the back sticks. Nonto heads it out. Solomon flicks it. Firpo touches it down. Oh no. We're giving the ball through to them. And they're through one-on-one and he's absolutely shanked it, Martin. He's absolutely shanked it. Leeds must hate playing against John Hughes. I swear this will be the third time he's beaten Hughes. How you doing today, Aiden Tate? Mate, we hate playing against anyone. Because we always seem to be our own worst enemy. Firpo almost really gifting Blackburn a goal there. That was a huge mistake by Firpo. And Leeds have been let off the hook there. We need to oh, fucking heck. What is this, man? What can Bamford do when you're hoofing the ball straight to their goalkeeper from our halfway line, man? Get him involved. Play some intricate passing. 4.3k likes, Jack Martin. What a geezer, man. What a geezer. You absolute legend. Arsenal really? Slot has Liverpool? He does. But I have to say, it is a little bit of just sticking to my guns a bit, being a bit stubborn, because I have said Arsenal for the past 2 years, and they've come so close. So I have to... Holy shit! How did we get away with that one? How did we get away with that one? Todd Cantwell, one-on-one again. Some real questionable defending by Leeds United there. The ball found its way into the box by Todd Cantwell. Lovely flick through down the right-hand side. He drills it across the box. It flicks over Firpo's foot. And Todd Cantwell just rifles the shot straight at Pascal Stroik's leg, and it deflects just over the crossbar. That was close, man. Todd Cantwell with a huge opportunity there. He is kicking himself. And he'll really be kicking himself if Leeds come back now after that. 2 huge chances for Blackburn to kill the game off here. And this is good signs if you're a Leeds fan, because the fact they missed it, maybe something is just written in the stars there, a million miles away. A message to the manger. Seasons do come and go, but I will never change. Drilled back through towards goal, and Mellier's there to swoop up. I know we're second, but I still want Fark to go. It's so boring, it's depressing. No, listen, mate, we have to see how this game ties out first. As long as we go up, we can go up, and then we can address the footballing next year. That's what I say. But yes, I do agree, it's not the most enthralling football. However, what can you do, mate? There's very limited managers you can get in this league. Unfortunately, we're in the championship. That's as simple as that. And that's kind of what you could come to terms with. We were spoiled under Bielsa. You never get a manager like that again. You never get a manager like that again. That is one of a kind. Firpo down the left-hand side. Plays it in the middle. Joe Rothwell on the spin now. He's got 2 options around him. Decides to cut back to the left-hand side. Back to Firpo. Firpo now driving inside to Rothwell. Back down the right-hand side. Lovely cross by DJ, and it's deflected for a Leeds United corner. Go on, find Bamford, mate. We've lost Teddy T 2.0. Not yet, mate. Not yet. There's still 10 minutes to go. There's still hope. There's still fight. There's still rhythm in the rhyme. The Championship is one of the hardest leagues in the world, mate. You're telling me, mate, 16 years it took us back to get to the Premier League. Yes, we also had a bit of League One football in that time. But, man, you're telling me the amount of times I saw us squander and flounder about in the Championship. Not good. If and when we go up. Big if before that when there, postman cap. And as I said, we'll address it if and when we get there. Depends how we play to get there. Depends how we get promoted if we get promoted. And depends who would potentially even be available. But yeah, I'd definitely be open to having a conversation, a critically valued conversation about that decision if we do get promoted. This corner's taking ages to be taken because Blackburn players are just sat on the floor. Stroik pushed one of them over or something.
Option this time.
Bang, bang, boogie. We're going to hurry up and take this corner, mate. That's what I'm saying. We're going to hurry up and take this flipping corner, my son. We're just bing chilling here, mate. We're bing chilling. We need to take this corner quickly. We don't have a lot of time. Time is of the essence, Leeds. Time is of the essence.
Oh, yes!
Oliver Nerding joined the bloodline.
Oliver Nerding, thank you for the subscription. Oliver Nerding, I acknowledge you. Welcome to the bloodline, my brother. Alright, it looks like Leeds are finally about to take this corner. Oh my days. Can we hurry up, man? This guy's been on the floor for 10 years. What is this guy playing at, man? Sort it out, will you, ref, mate? Have a word, my son. Have a word, my son. Have a flipping word, my son. Bamford, mate. Big Bamford, mate. Do you ever go to games? Now I'm a plastic, mate. I got too much plastic in me. Yeah, I do. If and when I can get tickets. Go on. Big cross in. Oh, it's headed away. Over the bar. This is not good. This is not good from Leeds at all, mate. Yeah, if and when I can. I haven't been for a while. I went Chelsea last year. I went Chelsea away. Kind of get a season ticket, mate. I'm on the season ticket waiting list, Archie. Been on the season ticket waiting list for a few years now. Can't just get a season ticket like that, unfortunately. Got to wait a long time. I've got a membership, of course, so I can buy tickets through that way, but I do not have a season ticket. Bamford, Firpo off the post. Aronson! Ramazani, I mean. He disallowed it. What have they disallowed that one for? I was just getting ready to wheel away in celebration. I looked at the chat. I looked back. Ramazani slapping it top bins off the crossbar. And he's disallowed it. Oh, my days. Only 5 minutes left now. Look at that work by Bamford, though, man. So underrated. So underrated. Never off in a million years, mate. I agree. Never off in a million years. I just seen the replay. That is onside. That is onside. Again, maybe I'm not seeing a good camera angle, but from the camera angle I saw, that is onside. That is not a good decision, in my opinion, mate. Miles off. Listen, mate, we'll agree to disagree, Matt. We'll agree to disagree. Only 5 minutes left, man. Leeds are really going to need to step on the gas now. What's this guy doing, man? Why is there such a big break in play? What's the ref doing? Bamford was getting held and someone was closer to the net than him. Listen, man, I need to see another replay, but that is not... I think we've been hard done by there. Don't keep who, the fart lord? Bit different with us as we're a smaller club. You take a draw right now. I'll take a fat W right now. That's what I'll take. A big fat W. After the Luton game, this is quite deflating. I do hear that. I do hear that. And it's just sad that Leeds can't get just a string of convincing performances together. Just a string of results. A string of wins. Yeah, I know it is. Guy's got jokes, mate. Ricky Gervais-esque. It's quite sad that you'll take a draw, though, isn't it, Leo? Like, not you being sad, that we'll take a draw right now. Because we should be beating this side, man. We should be beating them. I think they're checking for concussions here. There's a huge break in play for checking for concussions. As Todd Cantwell goes back over to the bench to get a little slap in the back of the head. I was at Luton, never seen us dominate like that. We dominated in portions of the game. We did dominate portions of the game. I wouldn't say it was a convincing 90 minutes, though. There was no atmosphere at Luton as well. Mate, that's Leeds, Ez. That's Leeds. How do we go from that Luton performance to this? Was that Bamford who was down on the floor? Being checked for concussions. I think it might be. Look at this, man. Bamford is the fucking man. How is this guy not getting more game time? He single-handedly got us that goal, man. Single-handedly. Obviously, it was disallowed, but yeah. I mean, I want to win, but a draw would do. Mate, I know. I hear you, Zoe. I hear you. I hear you, Zoe. Big time. Leicester City win incoming. If not a draw, fuck out. Damn. Damn, you moving quick, Zoe. You moving quick. No draw, fuck out like that. What's your main criticism of Fark? What makes you think you don't rate him that much? If you are to raise criticisms of Daniel Fark, what would it be? What would be the thing that you turn around and say you really don't like about the way Leeds are playing? Is it his use of the squad? Is it his lack of substitutions? Is it the players that he's starting on a weekly basis? Is it the attacking flow we have, or lack of flow, should we say? Firpo, 1-2. Back to Joseph. Matteo finds Tanaka. Over to the right-hand side. Bamford's in there like swimwear, baby. Get it into him. Ramazani tries to flick it through to Tanaka. He finds nobody. 89th minute now. Time is really of the essence for Leeds. You probably will see about 6 or 7 minutes added on because of the head injury stoppage. Ball's played back to Melier, who catches. What's going on? Why is the play stopped again? Oh, man. Is that Campbell down on the floor? What's he doing, man? This time wasting. Only thing I think Fark needs is a deeper voice. Happy with him for this season, and I think he will get us up, but next season he would take us straight back down if we don't sack him early. He relies heavily on having talented players. Such as Somerville, Rutter, Nonto, etc., which we won't have relative to the Prem, which is an interesting argument. And we did see in his time at Norwich, he did falter a little bit in the Premier League at times. Alright, how much stoppage time are we going to be seeing? The fourth official has put 9 minutes up. Flipping heck. Nine minutes, you know. That is a healthy amount of stoppage time for Leeds to get something from this game. The lack of homegrown talent concerns me as well. I hear that. Well, we did have some good homegrown talent. We just let them go, unfortunately. Somerville was someone who we brought into our academy. Not really homegrown, but we brought him in. Archie Gray, of course, amazing homegrown talent. Calvin Phillips was good homegrown talent. But we let these players go. Matteo Joseph, someone who's been in the academy for a hot minute, so I guess you could count him as someone that's part of the ethos of the club. I know he's not technically homegrown in that sense. But yeah, if you look at the squad, Stroik, again, was part of the academy. But aside from that, yeah, there's not really many academy players balling out for Leeds right now. But I guess we just lost a lot of our squad and we had to very quickly invest and try and recoup what was left of our squad. You have faith in Fark? What makes you have faith in him, Jack? What do you think he's good at as a manager? Oh, lovely ball to Bamford. Bamford on the left-hand side. Can he cross the ball in? It is deflected away. Good run by Bamford there. Very good run. This is shocking, Zoe. Hey, listen, mate. There's still a few minutes to steal something from this game. Come on. I'll take a sub right now. Jack Martin. Almost at the 6k likes. What a fucking legend, man. 5.7k. Man, this guy's a fucking absolute gangster. Love to all of you guys, by the way, for the support. Go on, play it forward. No, this isn't good enough. This is not good enough as we hit 13 whole goddamn likes. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're liking from, but I know you absolute source demons are absolute living legends. Come on, Leeds, man. Let's fix up, please. Please, can we fix this up? Leeds driving forward here down the right-hand side. And it goes to nobody again. Can we fix up, please? What is this sloppy football, man? What is this sloppy football, lads? Ewood Park is always hard to go to as well. I remember Ewood Park back under Bielsa. Calvin Phillips rifling the free kick top corner. Leeds coming back to win that game. The good old days, mate. Now we're at Ewood Park and we're getting our asses handed to us, man. Oh, my days. 4 minutes left. 3.5 minutes left. For Leeds to steal something. Tanaka and Rothwell are great subs. Bielsa boys were built different. They were. Yeah, I did, Andy. I was out in the morning. I had a meeting to attend to, and then the trains were delayed, so I didn't get back till like 20 minutes into the first half. So I thought, okay, I'll wait until the second half, and we'll start in the second half. But yeah, because of the meeting, it was always going to be a bit of a rush one today. But I thought, you know what? I could sit here, not do a stream, watch it by myself, or I could turn on and do the second half with the lads, have a little chinwag with you lot, hopefully see Leeds turn the game around, which unfortunately hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened. Are you going to Borough? I'm not going to Borough. I'm not going to any games soon. Well, I don't have any tickets for any games soon. So I presume I can't get tickets now for the Borough game. Don't worry, JT. Best team in the championship. Yeah. Yeah, very shit game. Very shit game, Mark. Very shit game. Very, very shit game. Very false. Very, very false. Very false. Very, very false. Go on, Leeds. Let's fucking steal it late on, can we? Bogle in there. Lovely little shimmy. Oh, what a shit cross, Bogle. What a shit cross, man. You don't have to cross it there. If you feel like you're not going to get anything out of it, you don't have to cross the ball there. You can just keep it. I don't know about Jack, but yes, I will be. Got Blades coming in the chat acting like they didn't get their asses handed to them at Ellen Road. Listen, man, unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles. You just got to let them give their chat today. Simple as that. You got to let them talk their talk because Leeds have not walked our walk. So, unfortunately, the rough game of football is that our club have let us down. And we're currently in a position where other fans are able to come and mug us off despite us slapping them up earlier on in the season. Go on, Strike. Down the left-hand side. Lovely ball out to Firpo. Firpo in the middle. It's gone through everyone and straight to a Blackburn shirt. And the referee is calling something. Is that a Blackburn free kick? It is. And that's probably going to be all she wrote, you would presume. We're edging into the 90th minute here. We're edge maxing in. And the 99th minute, sorry. And, yeah. You would presume there's not much time left for Leeds United now. Goal. Funny guy. Funny guy. You know it's bad when we score from a corner. Oh, and we're giving the ball away there. Stupidly. That is going to be all she wrote, unfortunately. Surely we're deep into the 99th minute now. There was only 9 minutes of stoppage time. So you can't really see Leeds pulling this back here. Is that full time? That is full time. Leeds United 0, Blackburn 1. W-O-W. Not a good showing for Leeds United at all. Not a good turn of affairs. Leeds United have flopped it. We have killed our momentum flat, dead, halted. And we'll now have to look to other games to try and hopefully see other teams help us out. But unfortunately, we probably won't. And we probably will be down in maybe potentially third or fourth by the end of all of these games. But it is the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. It was a flat performance. It really was not inspiring enough. And off the back of that Luton game, you'd hope Leeds would have the ascendancy to push forward, get another win, get some momentum going, because that's how you build momentum. 3 quick-fire wins on the bounce, 4, 5, 6. It rolls off the tongue like that. And unfortunately, not quite happened. Are you expecting any toxicity in chats, or are you going to be philosophical? I don't believe in toxicity, mate. It is what it is. People are entitled to their opinions at the end of the day. If you're in the chat, that's what we're here for. You are the viewers. You are the people that are making us have any relevancy with anything we say at all. So it's all about the chat. It's all about the people in it. So I don't see toxicity. I see whatever you want to say, you can say. That's the way I see it anyway. If your opinion is negative, positive, whatever, it's the name of the game. That's what we're here for. We're not here to talk to ourselves in a private conversation. We're here to talk with the chat and share our thoughts with you guys and see what you guys have to say. So, you know, whatever the chat say, hopefully they'll have a lot to say, either good, bad, negative, or in the middle. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to speaking to all of you guys very, very soon as well. Going to be dropping a video later today, and of course we will be back next week earlier that time because I do not have any prior commitments on that day. But let me know what you guys thought anyway. It's been an absolute pleasure watching with you guys as always. Unfortunately, Leeds were not able to get the job done today, but that is what it is. Yeah, I'm on about Joe's show as well, man. I'm on about that as well, Andy. Joe's show, my show, any show. Listen, man, it's all about the boys here. But anyway, guys, as I said, I will see you very, very soon. I have to run. I have to be very quick with all of this because I got my dad's birthday we're going out into town for. So I will see you very soon. Thank you guys so much. And au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.